Hi everyone, my name is Piterpakulski. Today we'll continue building financial model for a manufacturing business idea. And today we will go back to the revenues. So during the previous video we've created the cash flow statement. And here we can see the revenues. So we will be focusing on the first, let's say, 12 months of operating activity. So this is the moment when the operating activity starts. And here we see how the revenue is growing. But this revenue is growing because we've created different types of customers. So we've created different types of customers for our product A and product B, and they have different payment algorithms. So for example, we sold the product today, but they will pay us next month. So we are just playing with the revenue itself. Now let's go back. But what if, for example, if we will be reaching the revenues step by step, and this will affect these numbers as well, and this may produce some operating losses, not also here, but also in July, August, and maybe September. And then if we have some additional operating expenses here, operating losses here, we will need more financing for our business idea. And that's why today we will be adding a new block of inputs that will allow us to play with the speed with which we will be reaching the target revenues that we already assigned. And this will be the topic of today's video. So I hope you will enjoy it. You may give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. At the end screen of this video I will be giving the link to the playlist where all these tutorials will be kept. And when I will finish this model, I will give all the links on the whole tutorial in the description of this video as well, so you can watch for free all the tutorials from scratch. So first of all, let's briefly run through the model. So blue colors are the inputs. So we have product A, product B. We have two products. We can switch them on and off. We have two production lines. Here we specify when we start operating activity, when we get the first revenues. Then we assume that we have 3 shifts for each production line. Then we specify how many work days we have inside the typical year. Then we specify raw materials that participate in the whole project cycle, manufacturing cycle, and in product A and product B production. Then we describe the investment plan. Then we started working with payroll, which goes with line number 1 and line number 2 depending on the shifts. Then we worked with fixed payroll. Then we worked with a payroll linked to the amount of units of product A and product B produced. Then we assume that we have different types of customers. Each customer has its own price, selling price, and different payment algorithms. Then we were working with electricity costs. Then we added the costs, direct expenses that were linked to amount of raw materials needed for our manufacturing process. Then we added direct expenses linked to the amount of shifts that we have monthly for line number 1 and line number 2. Then we worked with packaging costs like pallets. Then we moved to fixed costs. Then we were talking about the loan. We created the cash flow statement. Now let's move back to the algorithm that we were talking about at the beginning. So here we have month and year when we start operating activity. Now let's create some new lines here. So let's name this block of input like reaching target revenues. So here I will be placing the percentage of reaching the target revenues. So here we can see that our operating activity starts in May 2023. So let it be, let's do like this. So here I will place 2023. Here I will place May. And now what I need, so let's name it, so this will be a new block of inputs. And now, first of all, I will start with putting the month number. So May is the fifth month inside the typical year. So, and now I will create the formulas for this for the first 12 months of operating activity. So let me show you how I will do that. So I have here months and month number inside the typical year. So I will use VLOOKUP function. So I'll be searching this value in this table. I will need the second column and exact match. Searching for this value. Oh, sorry. The table will be this. Then I will create a very simple formula. If this one equals to 12 then I'm starting a new year cycle. Otherwise, I'm taking this value plus 1. Now what I will do, I will calculate, I will use VLOOKUPs. So I will be searching this value in this table this time. I will need the second column and exact match. I will be searching for this value in that table. Now I need to freeze this table. So June is the 6th month. Now I'm extrapolating the formulas. And now we'll do the exercise for years. So if this equals to 12, then I will take this value plus 1. Otherwise, I'm leaving the same year. So this is the timeline. So the parameter that we will be looking at, we will call it reaching target revenues. This input will be nominated in percentages. So for example, when we start operating activity, during the first month we will perform only with 5% of target revenues. Then we will get 10%, 15, let's say 20, 30, 40, 50. And later we can play with all this number and see if these numbers produce some operating losses that will affect the amount of financing that we need to start the business. So this will affect the amount of money that we need to start our project. So for example, if we change here from May to October, we can see how all the numbers and parameters change here. And now we need to put these values inside the timeline. Let's put it back to May. So here we have the production counting from the moment when we start operating activity. And now we will link these percentage values with this line. So the first month goes here, the second goes here, the third goes here, and so on. So if this value equals to 0, then 0. Otherwise, if this value equals to 1, we will put this value. So we'll copy this formula: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm closing all these brackets. So here I will change the format for percentages. Now I will adjust the formula. So here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we will place what percentage value we will place for extrapolation. So what we will do now, so here we have B, then C, D, E, so all cells are used in our formula. We can press enter. So now we can see from May 2023 how these percentages are assigned. So we can easily displace this story, for example, from May to July. And the percentages will start from July. And now let's assign these percentages to the hours that our production lines will work. So we have shift appearance, shifts, and here we have working hours. And let's assign these percentages to these. Let's add these percentages to this line, number 125 and 126. And I will do that for the line number 2 as well. So now we will see how numbers here will change. So here we can see how the numbers change, and this will affect the cash flow statement because we may be able to see the operating losses. So let's go back to the cash flow statement and see what happened with operating losses. So here we can see losses here, losses here. So for example, if we go back and use just 100% values here, let's go back. So here we can see operating losses are only during the first 2 months. But if we adjust the values and type new values in this block of input, we will be able to see that we need extra financing here, here, and here. So that's why it is very important to create this type of block of inputs, and this will allow you to create scenarios how fast you will be able to reach the revenues that you targeted. And this will significantly affect the amount of financing. This will affect profitability during the first 12 months of your operating activity, and this is very important. You will usually entrepreneurs playing hard with this block of inputs, creating numerous amount of scenarios with different speed of reaching the target revenues, because this may produce operating losses that you will have to finance from your own pocket or your investor or bank loan. So that's why it is vital. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give us a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. You can also order financial models from scratch for your unique business ideas. We can help you with that. At the end screen of this video, I will give you the link to the playlist where I will be keeping all these videos, all these tutorials. And when we are done with this model, I will put all the links to the tutorials in the description of this video as well, so you can watch all these tutorials for free. So thank you guys for watching, see you in next videos, and bye.